Welcome back to Passionate About Tech. Want to upgrade your unsupported PC to Windows 11 25H2 using Rufus while keeping all your files and apps? In this video, we'll download the Windows 11 ISO, grab Rufus version 4.11, create a bootable USB that bypasses Microsoft's hardware checks, and upgrade your system seamlessly. All right, let's roll up our sleeves and get that ISO file. First things first, open your web browser. Chrome, Edge, Firefox, whatever you prefer. In the address bar, or search bar, type Windows 11 ISO. Hit Enter. The first result should be the official Microsoft page titled Download Windows 11. Left-click that link to head straight there. I've dropped the direct link in the description below so you can skip the search if you want. Once you're on the page, scroll down a bit until you see the section for downloading the ISO. You'll spot a drop-down or button saying Select Download. Pick Windows 11, then hit Confirm. Now, here's a super important tip, especially if you're planning an in-place upgrade to keep your files and apps. Match the language exactly to what's on your current system. Why? If they don't align, the installer might not offer the option to preserve your data during setup. To check your current Windows language, click the Start menu. Select Settings. Go to Time and Language, then Language. Check the Windows display language. It should list something like English, United States, or whatever you're using. Note that down. Back in the download page, select your product language from the list. Make sure it's identical. Click Confirm. Finally, hit the big Download button. The ISO file will save to your Downloads folder. Depending on your internet speed, this could take anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. Grab a coffee while it chugs along. With the ISO ready, it's time to grab Rufus. Rufus just hit version 4.11, packed with the latest tweaks for Windows 11 25H2. Open your browser again. Type rufus.ie in the address bar. Hit Enter. Scroll down to the Download section. You'll see a few choices. For most folks on a modern PC, the standard 64-bit version is spot on. Left-click that link to download. It's a tiny file, under 2 megabytes. Once downloaded, double-click it to launch. If it asks to check for updates, say yes, keeps you on the bleeding edge. Rufus opens up with a clean interface, ready to rock. Before we dive deeper, prep your USB flash drive. You'll need one with at least 8 gigabytes of space. 16 or more is even better for speed. Double-check it's empty or backed up, because this process will erase everything on it. Rufus should auto-detect it in the device drop-down at the top. Now, let's select your ISO. Click the Select button next to Boot Selection. Browse to your Downloads folder, find the Windows 11 25H2 ISO, and double-click it. Rufus loads it up, and you'll see details like the image size and architecture populate. Next up, Partition Scheme. This decides if your bootable USB works with UEFI firmware, standard on PCs since around 2012, or the older legacy BIOS on pre-2012 machines. Unsure which your PC uses? Easy check. Press Windows key plus R. Type msinfo32 and hit Enter. In the System Information window, scroll to BIOS mode. If it says UFIE, you're modern. Leave the drop-down on GPT. If legacy, switch to MBR for compatibility. In my case, this Dell is legacy, so MBR it is. Time for the magic. Hit Start. Rufus pops up a Windows User Experience window with all the bypass goodies. Let's break these down one by one, because they're what make Rufus shine for unsupported hardware. First, check Remove Requirement for 4 GB plus RAM, Secure Boot, and TPM 2.0. This single tick lets you sail past Microsoft's hardware gates, even on that 7th gen CPU. Next, Remove Requirement for an online Microsoft account, essential for privacy fans. Creates a local account instead of forcing you into the Microsoft ecosystem. It'll auto-create that user during setup, saving you keystrokes later. Keep going. Check Set Regional Options to the same value as the current PC. This auto-matches your time zone, language, and keyboard. No interruptions during install. Then, Disable Data Collection. skips those endless privacy prompts about location tracking and ads, keeps setup snappy. And finally, disable BitLocker automatic encryption. BitLocker is Microsoft's full disk encryption. It kicks in automatically on qualifying hardware with an online account. Uncheck this if you want it off by default. We're leaving the updated bootloader option unchecked for now. It's for extra security buffs. All set? Click OK. Rufus warns, all data on the USB will be nuked. Click OK to proceed. Rufus formats the drive and copies files, taking 10 to 20 minutes based on USB speed. When the progress bar turns green, you're ready. Now, for the in-place upgrade, keep the USB plugged in. Open File Explorer, find your USB drive, double-click setup.exe. The installer starts. Click Change how setup downloads updates. Select Not right now to save time, though clicking Next directly is recommended to grab the latest updates for stability. Next, accept the license terms by clicking Accept. You'll see a warning about unsupported hardware risks. Click Accept. Select Keep personal files and apps. This option appears because we matched the language. Mismatch and it's gone. Click Install. The upgrade begins, copying files, restarting 3 or 4 times. It might seem stuck. Don't touch it. Depending on your hardware, this takes 30 minutes to 2 hours. Once done, you'll land on your familiar desktop, files and apps intact. To confirm it's 25H2, press Windows key plus R. Type WinVer and hit Enter. The About Windows box shows version 25H2. Let's talk activation. If your Windows 10 was activated and you're installing the same edition, like Home to Home or Pro to Pro, it transfers automatically. Switching editions, like 10 Home to 11 Pro, you'll need a new key. Head to premiumcdkeys.com. Search for Windows 11 Professional Retail Key. Affordable, instant delivery. Use my discount code TECH9, that's TECH 9, to save more. Details and links in the description. To activate, go to Settings, System, Activation, and click Change Product Key. Check your files. Open File Explorer, Documents, Pictures, all there? Most work fine. Tweak any oddballs in Settings. Why upgrade? With Windows 10 support gone, you're exposed without updates. This in-place upgrade keeps your setup intact while running the latest Windows 11 25H2, even on unsupported hardware. If apps misbehave, comment below. I'll help troubleshoot. That's it for today. You've upgraded to Windows 11 25H2 with Rufus, keeping your files and apps. Until next time, stay passionate about tech.